Hello YouTube family. Please forgive me, you guys. I got this video up so late. Everybody's already gotten all of their Best in Beauty 2018 out, and I haven't yet. The reason is two. The first issue was just about time, but the second issue was about I sat down and I filmed this and I completely got it edited, got to the very end, and some of the film was corrupted or some of the video was corrupted. I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. So I actually spent 2 days, one filming and then another trying to edit, and I was so disappointed. So long story short, here we are again, or here I am again. You guys don't know that. And I'm trying to get this done for you. 2018 Best in Beauty, one of my very favorite videos to film. If you are new to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe. And if everybody could give me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate that as well. One of the things that I want to tell you is that I don't have like a high-end and a drugstore pick. If I have something that I liked, I just liked it and I'm going to show it to you. And then there's some categories that I just didn't have anything because I really didn't have a very favorite that I want to, recommend to you and say, oh yeah, go out and buy this. This is the greatest thing. So whether or not it was drugstore or high-end, I'm going to be showing that to you today. And then another thing is that there is no eyeshadow in this whole entire video. And that's because I've already done my palette video and I've already done my skincare video. I will link both of those below, hopefully throw those up in a card for you guys. And then we're just gonna get into this in the order that you put it onto your face. So let's get going. The first thing is primers. I have two. This one is one that just came into my world. This is the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Primer. A lot of people were saying that they didn't like this. I actually really liked it. I liked the way it felt on my skin. I liked the slip that it had. I liked that it helped to fill in my pores and just help create that nice canvas. I love the smell. The smell is a very nice citrusy lemony smell, and also I like that there is so many skincare benefits in here when you read on the website and the ingredients. So that one came in and I really liked that. The other one was a recommendation from one of you subscribers. I do thank you because I always keep track of the recommendations and I do try them. This is something that I actually did have before, but I had forgotten about. This is the NYX Angel Veil, and it is such a pretty primer, and it just gives a very soft, diffused look to your skin. Speaking of foundations, I do have three. The first one is the NYX Total Control Drops. I have this in natural. It's a little bit dark because I bought it in the summertime, but these are really great. They're very watery consistency, but they cover like crazy. And I liked how the water feel to it didn't make it feel heavy on my skin. Just so good, and it's really great for summer too because you get that lighter feeling on your skin than needing a heavier foundation, and so I really enjoyed that one. The other one that came out this year is the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I have it in the color Deuville, and this is just an absolutely gorgeous foundation. I do have this on today. It's what I'm wearing, and I just really love the way that this foundation looks on the skin. I actually really like the All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation that they have. That has been my all-time favorite ever foundation. I'm out of it right now, but this is a close second, if not a tie, for how long they wear, how they look on the skin. I think that the other one, the Weightless Foundation, is a little bit lighter than this one, but great coverage on this one. It wears a really long time. I didn't notice any breaking up throughout the day. It just smoothed out my skin, and I really loved that one, and I'm so glad I got it. This one is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation. This one is just beautiful on the skin. It says light illusion, and that's really what it does. It just gives you this radiant complexion without being shiny or anything like that. So it's a really beautiful foundation. It does wear a very long time. I would say that it wears equally as long as the Nars does, and for my dry skin, aging skin, it doesn't settle into any fine lines or wrinkles. It just has been a beautiful foundation for me, so I would recommend that one as well. The next thing is concealers. Both of these concealers actually came into my life this year, and I'm so glad that they did. This is the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. I think this was in a tube before and they repackaged it. It is a very emollient concealer. And I actually can't wear this one on its own. So this one is the Too Faced Born This Way multi-purpose sculpting concealer. When this one came out, I started using it in conjunction with this one. By using these two together, if they had a baby, it would just be fantastic because the two of them together are magic. Instead of this becoming, you know, really creasy because it's too emollient, and instead of this accentuating my fine lines because it's a little bit drier, the two together are perfect, and they're perfect consistency, the perfect coverage, and not, you know, not a lot of settling into my fine lines and wrinkles. Okay, the next category is something I became so passionate about this year, and that is the color correctors. I have fallen completely in love with these. These are the Maybelline Master Camo color correctors, and I have 4 colors. I use the apricot one for my under eyes. I have terribly dark black circles. And I use the green for the redness that is all around my cheeks right here and in this area through the fold in my nose right here. Works so good. I use the yellow one for my age spots because age spots aren't red and they're not really purple, they're brown. So this helps brighten those up. And I just got a new one, the pink, and I actually haven't even figured out what I'm gonna use it for. I haven't researched that yet, but I did just get that one. So let me tell you why I'm so excited about color correctors. This year with my foundation, I found that my foundations needed to change because my skin's changing. And so the older I get, the less foundation I want to use. So the answer to that is a good color corrector because you don't have to use such a thick foundation to hide all the imperfections because you've corrected those imperfections with color correctors. And I do have a video on that that I will throw up in a card right here. The consistency of those are fantastic as well. They're not too emollient that they will mix with any of the products you're putting on, your foundation or your concealer. So you actually get them to stay where they're supposed to instead of mixing and moving around. So I just absolutely love those and would highly recommend them. They are probably my standout product of the whole year besides the concealers. Okay, and then I have a few powders that I'd like to show you. The Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. I use this for setting my under eyes. It's not as bright as a lot of banana powders out there, and that's the reason that I really fell in love with it. It has a beautiful smooth consistency and it feels quite creamy in your fingers. I use a damp makeup sponge and I put that under my eyes very lightly, and it just brightens up, just gives a little bit of brightness, not the yellow like you see in so many other banana powders. This one is my e.l.f. HD Perfect Finish HD finishing powder. And you guys, if you like the IT Bye Bye Pores foundation, this one is so close to that. I love the consistency of it. It's super finely milled, but when I stick my finger in here, I feel a creaminess to it. And that's why I like it. I don't like that a lot of loose setting powders really dry you out. So I use this very sparingly as well. If you guys watched my foundation video, you found that I just don't use a lot of powders, period, but I do in the summertime like to set down my makeup a little bit more, and this one does the job fantastic. And then the setting spray that I reached for over and over again is the Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Hydrating Setting Spray. I really have enjoyed this because, again, I have very, very dry skin. And as you get older, you know that if you have that dry skin and you put anything on it that dries it out even further, you look like a mess. So this has been a beautiful setting spray. It does have some of that alcohol in it. So you have to kind of, you know, weigh whether or not you're somebody that is okay with that or not. I do find that I'm okay with that, which is saying a lot because I do have really dry skin. So really have been enjoying that one. I would highly recommend it as well. The Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. This one is in the color Dolce de Leche. I love this side for bronzing. This is my second one. I've already been through another one. It's just really good. The powders in here, again, are super creamy and super buttery. So this one just gives me a really nice soft glow without being too orange. I use it more in the summer than I do right now, but it's so beautiful on the skin for just a light dusting and to give you a really beautiful sun-kissed look on your face. Okay, for blushes, I have two that I came across, and then I have one that is a returning favorite. The first one is from L'Oreal. It's their True Match blush, and this one is in the color, let's see, this is in the color Rosy Outlook. And this is just a beautiful cross between a pink and a peach. It's really buildable, just really soft and really pretty. It is a matte blush. Okay, and then the next one is from Clinique. These are their cheek pops, and this one is in Pansy Pop, and it has almost like a lavender look to it, which you would think just would not be pretty on the skin, but if you're cool toned at all, this is a beautiful blush. These blushes last forever on your skin. They're very buildable, they're very creamy, very pretty on the skin. I have several of those colors, but that color is my favorite. I think I've put that in my favorites for the past 3 years. This one is a new discovery for me this year. This is the Ulta Beauty Mineral Blush, and this one is in Sweet Pea. Now this one is a satin blush. This one is just beautiful right now. It's very buildable. All these blushes are very buildable, and that's what I like about them. You don't go in there with just a ton of color all at once. You get to build that up so that the look is there for you. Next, we're going to chat about some highlighters. Don't you guys feel like this was the year of the palettes and the year of the highlighters? I feel like I was completely inundated with those two things. So I do have a couple that I'm going to show you, but you guys have heard over and over again, I'm sure in the favorites, about the Essence Pure Nude highlighter, because that one was so popular that they came out with the Essence Pure Nude Spacelight. And there are a couple of other colors, and I will show you the difference between, this is the original right here, and then this one is the Spacelight. Now the Spacelight has, the reason that it's called that is because it has this duochrome effect. And again, it is extremely light colored, but it has this reflect of having pink in it. I don't even know if it's going to come across on camera or not, but it does have that reflect in it, and I just think it is absolutely beautiful across the cheeks on top of a blush. One of my favorites that is returning this year is the Wet n Wild To Reflect Shimmer Palette, and this one is in I'll Have a Cosmo. And this is just baked swirled goodness. They brought this back. It was in their line a long time ago. They got rid of it and they brought it back, and I'm so glad that they did. This is a highlighter that I would classify as a non-highlighter. When you get this on your skin, it actually looks like glass. Hopefully it's coming across on the camera. It doesn't add the glow or anything like that. It just literally looks like you've just, you know, come out of water. It's just beautiful across the skin. And then the Amrezy, Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy. Let me tell you a quick story about this. The hubs bought this for me. My hubby is so crazy. He's such a kook. He saw this and he was like, ooh, that's gorgeous. So he was in there, you know, swatching it and everything, and he brought it over to me, and I'm like, honey, that's so expensive. And he's like, no, you're getting it. It's beautiful. And it is. It does not show texture. It has a beautiful golden cast, champagne cast to it. And it has just been one that I have been so pleased with. Just absolutely gorgeous. All right, moving right along to mascara. I only have one mascara that I really ever use, and this is the Benefit They're Real. I love this mascara. It separates, it lengthens, it gives me volume, it goes on my bottom lash line and makes those lashes look longer. I have never found another mascara that I like as well as this, and I keep trying them over and over again. Right now I'm trying a L'Oreal and I'm trying a Maybelline, and I will always report to you on whether or not they work, but this really is the only ones. And then for eyeliners, I think I put these the last 2 years in my favorites. This one is the NYX Slide On Glide On. This is probably my favorite color out of the whole line, and it is this vibrant, gorgeous blue. And this one is called Sunrise Blue. Really great staying power. It's not super great about lasting in the waterline too long unless you like smudge some more blue on the bottom, which is kind of actually what I did today. Hopefully you guys can see that a little bit better if I get a little bit closer. And then this one right here is Jazzberry Marc Jacobs Highliner, and it has been in my favorites for such a long time. And these are actually my two favorite colors, not just my favorite formula, which the formula is fantastic. But Jazzberry is kind of this mauvey purpley gorgeous color, and I would really recommend that. And the Marc Jacobs lasts a really long time in the waterline, and that's why I love them, and I have this in so many colors. Okay, 2 lip liners that I absolutely adore. The Sephora Gel Rouge lip liners, Rouge Gel, whatever they're called. This one is in Bellflower. This formula is super creamy, and it goes across your lips, and it will blend in with any of your lipsticks just beautifully. It is so gorgeous. So this one is more of a creamy formula. This one right here from Bite Beauty, this is number 14, and this one is more of the standard lip liner formula. Still pretty creamy, just a little bit different. I think this one probably has a little bit more staying power than the Sephora one does, but I like this one for a different reason, just because it goes on so smoothly. And then the Bite Beauty, I have seen these on sale for a long time, and I hope they're not discontinuing them, but I did get a backup just in case, because number 14 is my very favorite color. Okay, lipsticks. I am all about the bullet lipsticks. I'm not a big liquid lipstick person. I never have been. I don't like that dry look on my lips. I like a juicy looking lip. So the first one I'm going to share with you is MAC. This is the color Snob. Now this one is a matte, but I find it to be a very comfortable matte formula. Just really pretty bright color, which I absolutely love. This is Rimmel London. This is their Kate series. This one is number 45. Gorgeous nude color, kind of on the peachy side of the nude color. Really like the formula on that one. And then this one is from Maybelline, and this one is called Mauve It Up, and it definitely is on the mauve purple side, just beautiful. The formula on these 3 are the ones that I've reached for the most all year, and those 3 colors are the colors that I've reached for the most all year long. So just love every one of those so much. And last but not least are lip glosses. I'm in love with lip glosses. I love to have that juicy, pouty formula on your lips, and I love the feeling of that hydration. It's just something that I really like. This is one of Makeup Revolution's, their Jewel collection. I do not know the name of this. It's not on it, but I will throw it up on the screen. This is just a topper, and it goes over any lipstick and gives it just this gorgeous sheen without changing the color of it. Just a tiny bit of like shimmer in there, not sparkle or anything like that, not glitter or anything like that, just a tiny bit of shimmery sheen, and it's really beautiful. Okay, the next one is from L'Oreal. This is one of their Galaxy Lumiere holographic lip glosses, and this one is in the color, I think it's Polaris Pink. And when you do put this on, it will change your lipstick in that when you move your lips, it's going to give that holographic look or that little shift of color, but it doesn't like change the color. Like if I were to put this Mauve It Up on there, I would still have mauve lips, but when I put this gloss on, it would have the holographic. When I moved, it would have a dimension to it, is what I'm trying to say. So just beautiful on that one. And then Anastasia Beverly Hills probably has the very best opaque formula of gloss that I have ever seen. This one is in, I think it's Dusty Lilac, and it's such a gorgeous color. The color is what I like about it, but I do like how rich and creamy and long-lasting and opaque these glosses are. They're top-notch glosses as far as giving you beautiful color and the gloss. And then the last one is the lip lacquers from Revlon, and I think this one is in Pink Diamond. I'm pretty sure it is, because this is the second tube that I've had. This one doesn't really have an opaqueness to it, but it is just so beautiful. And I just love the color of it, the brightness that it gives my lips when I wear it. I'm a pink person, lavender, like you couldn't tell, lavender, pink, all that good stuff. So they're ones that I really have liked very much. You guys, that will wrap it up for all of my 2018 favorites. I hope that you did enjoy this. Please tell me in the comment section below what your favorites were for the year. I would love to hear any of your recommendations. If you have a product that just stood out, something that's tried and true through time that you absolutely can't live without, I would love to hear that from you. Please take a second and give me a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind doing that. Make sure you're subscribed if you're new. I would love to have you here. As I said in the beginning, I love adding new people to this big, huge family that we have here. So thank you all for watching, giving me a bit of your time today. I hope that you all are doing well. Love you very much, and I will see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.